All right, how you guys doing? Long time no see. Hope you guys are all doing well. Sorry, I have been a little busy with this new online workshop thing. I feel like it's coming along. I know some of you maybe have you guys joined the workshop on Saturday. I thought it went a lot smoother than I expected. I really expected a lot of technical issues, but I kind of wish that I didn't expect so many technical issues, and then that way I could have kind of focused a little bit more on the lesson. But yeah, I think it went pretty good. There were no major issues. I think I do need to redesign some of my lesson plans though, because it is different from teaching in person, right? But overall, I thought it was a good first trial, and I'm looking forward to the second and the third one. So I do actually want to mention, this will just be short. I know that the last few videos I didn't actually teach anything. It was more about the workshops, and maybe some of you guys are tired of hearing about these online workshops. But this is the last video that I'm gonna make on this channel talking about the workshops, because I actually don't want to mix my online workshops with the tutorial videos on Everyday is Ukeday, right, on this channel. But majority of my students, this channel is where I met you guys. So to communicate, this is pretty much all I have, right, is this channel. What I did was, I created a mailing list. So all of my contacts on Zoom and some other people emailed me separately saying that they were interested in the online workshops, because we will be continuing the workshops. I created a mailing list. So this way, so like today, I sent an email out to everybody on my list saying that, next week Saturday, I'm sorry, what's today? Monday. So this week Saturday, 2 p.m., we're gonna do another lesson for beginners. And at this time, and you just click on this link, and that's it. So now I don't have to invite everybody by inviting my contacts. You get the email, and if you wanna join the class on Saturday, you can hit the link, and you're there, just 5 minutes before the class starts. I also added a Sunday class for intermediate players. So basically, if you get the email, you just kind of see, okay, there's a class on Saturday. It's a beginner class. The class description, whatever. Okay, 2 p.m. Here's the link. If you want to join on Saturday, just click on that link 5 minutes before. You're gonna see on Sunday, I think that's the 19th, April 19th, 2 p.m. intermediate class. Class description, this class will do this, that, And then if you want to join, you just click on the link 5 minutes before the class on Sunday, and you're there. So I think it's getting a lot easier. And one more very, very important thing that I found out about Zoom is you can click on the link and join the class even if you do not have a Zoom account. But I've been told that the quality isn't as good. But I've never tried it, but if you guys want to give it a try, I know some of you just don't want to download an app. I know many people like that. So if you're one of those people where you're interested in the lesson, but you don't want to download another app, that's completely fine. You can give it a try, okay? But if you are interested, send me an email, ukuleleessence@gmail.com, and just say, I'm interested in your workshops, online workshops, or something like that. And then what I'll do is I'll take your email and I'll add it to the mailing list. So next time I mail something out or send out an email, you'll get it. If you do email me before Saturday, I will send you the email that I sent out today, and then I'll add you to the list. So you'll still be up to date. Okay, so that's it about lessons. About the online workshops. Okay, so just remember, if you have any questions, just email me, and then I'm probably gonna delete a couple of the workshop videos. And then, I really wanna just keep this, let's just learn stuff. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, except for Together We Stand. That's a new song that I wanted to share. I'm gonna keep that one up there. Okay, so today what I wanna do is go over what I call the scratch strum. So that's the scratch, like this. So you hear people going, this right here, okay? Some people call it a shuck. I've heard it called a chuck. Most of my students will call it that stuff. So like if I'm playing something and they go, oh, I want to learn that. Wait, what did you do? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Wait, what was I playing? Like, I don't need that stuff. That stuff, like that. So something like that. That's how they explain it. So whatever you want to call it. I call it the scratch. I don't know why I learned it as a scratch strum. But I have heard it as the shuck, the chuck, and that stuff. Okay, so this is a very common technique. A lot of guys like it because it adds that little percussive sound. Okay, so let's learn the scratch. And all right, let's do it. Okay, so let's learn that stuff. Okay, so first you have to understand what we're doing. To get this sound, you have to understand how we're getting it, okay? And what we're doing is we're basically strumming, but the strings are not open. The strings are actually being stopped. Okay, so if you watch my left hand, with my left hand, I'm going to stop the strings. Okay, I'm not squeezing it, just touching it. And I'm going to strum. You hear this? This is the sound we're getting, okay? But we have to learn how to do this with one hand, our right hand. Okay, so instead of this, we're doing this. Same thing. Oh. Okay, so this is like your scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, all I want you to do is pretend that you're gonna strum with 3 fingers. Okay, so just kind of do this. Just pretend. You don't have to hit your ukulele, but pretend you're actually gonna try to strum with 3 fingers like this. Okay, so just kind of get in this motion. Okay, now here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this. Okay, don't let your fingers touch the string, but make sure. So I have about this much space in between, if you can see. Okay, so I'm not touching the string. But what I'm going to do is make my palm hit the strings like this. So I have to open my hand really wide, really big, so that my palm kind of sticks out. So it looks like this. Okay. This might feel funny. It's almost like just tapping your ukulele like this, but you're coming more from like a strumming position. Okay, so from the up, like you're gonna strum, and then just hit it, hit it, hit it. Okay. And I know this feels silly, and it's not doing anything. Okay. Now here's So here's the next step. Once you get comfortable doing this, okay, not hitting it this way, but just like you're strumming to hit, hit, hit. Hit, hit. Okay, and notice how my hands are always open. Okay, not a little bit open or a little bit, but really open those fingers. Okay. Now, okay, as far as the distance, this is what's happening. I'm doing the exact same thing, but when I open my hands to hit over here, the strings, my fingers are actually touching the strings. Like that. So I'm just going a little bit closer to the strings so that when I do open my hands, I'm brushing the strings. Okay? So you see what I mean? So what we were doing earlier was we were missing the the strings, and then our hand was hitting. So we're just kind of doing this. Okay, where we're missing the strings and our palm is sticking to the ukulele like this. Okay, now we're going a little bit closer so our fingers just kind of touch the strings. But it's the same motion. Okay, and this is your scratch. Okay, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to think of it as two steps, like strum and stop. No matter how fast you are, it's never 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just 1, 1, 1. Okay, not 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, don't do that. Okay, think of it as just open your hand, open your hand, open your hand, open your hand. Now let your fingers just kind of touch the strings. Okay, that's it. Okay, doing the scratch shouldn't take too long. Okay, you just do exactly what I said. Okay, make sure your palm is hitting it, and then just get a little bit closer, and you'll develop a feel for it. Okay, but learning the scratch is actually not the hard part. The harder part is applying it to your strum pattern. Okay, so the scratch always replaces a down strum. Okay, so if you guys remember, sorry. Okay, so if you guys remember, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and maybe you guys remember this strum pattern, down, down, up, up, down, okay? So, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, okay? In that little song I was kind of strumming before. Yeah, in that song I was strumming before, I was using this drum pattern. Down, scratch, oh. Down, scratch, up, scratch, up. So what I did was I replaced this down with a scratch, and I replaced this down with a scratch. So instead of down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, up, I played down, scratch, up, scratch, up, down, scratch, up, scratch, up, down, scratch, up, scratch, up, down, scratch, up, scratch, up. Okay? So down, scratch, and then from the scratch, the up is just the same thing. My finger is right here. Right here, scratch, and up, just like that. Down, scratch, up, down, scratch, up, scratch, down, scratch, up. Okay, so when should you actually start applying the scratch to the strum pattern? Okay, not yet. Okay, if you're really just getting comfortable with the scratch, just practice this. Okay, and this is no different from like what I told you before we learned the scratch. Get really comfortable. The scratch always replaces a down strum. So 2 and 3 and 4 and. So just practice. Scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up. And you can count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up. Okay, get really comfortable with this. Okay, first scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up. Okay, and when you get comfortable with that, then you can try adding that down, scratch up, scratch up, down, scratch up, scratch up, down, scratch up, scratch up, down. Okay, so take the steps, same steps. Okay, so before everything was down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now we found this little tricky new technique we can use for the downstrokes. Okay, so this is what we call that stuff, or the scratch, or the shuck, or the chuck, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is it. So And then, you know, when you put it together, oh, and one more thing, when you practice, either make sure your hands are open, okay? So it sounds like this. Or, sorry, scratch up, scratch up. Okay? Or if you want, you can hold a chord. Oh, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up, scratch up. Okay? But whatever you do not hold the strings, because if you do it wrong, it's still gonna sound good, right? So you could do it completely wrong, but as long as you're holding down the strings, the scratch is gonna sound like, oh, I did it. Oh yeah, I got it. You know, it's like you're doing it completely wrong, but you're just gonna think, oh yeah, it's easy. Okay, so make sure your hands are open, because if your hands are open and you do that, it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so don't hold the strings. Oh, I got it. Okay, so this is the scratch drum, and this is very useful. If you listen to Jack Johnson, he kind of has that percussive thing in his drum. His is a little different because he's using the guitar. He uses more of that. It's more of a slap kind of technique thing, but it's the same kind of thing. So this is the scratch drum. Okay, give it a try. It takes time. Okay, like I was saying, these videos I kind of throw out the point. Like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how to do it. Okay, practice, and then you know I know I'm kind of giving you that impression where you should be able to get it. Okay, but you have to keep trying to apply it to different songs. Okay, and if you find yourself actually going through the videos and you understand everything, but you still can't quite do it, I would actually suggest the Sunday workshop might be a really good workshop for you guys. Basically, what I'm going to do is it's going to be an open class. It's focused more towards intermediate players, but I also told a lot of the beginners that they should join the class anyways and just kind of listen and see, you know, what all of us are trying to work on. You know, we're all at different levels, trying to work on different things. I think it's really interesting, you know, to learn what other people are going through and things like that. But Sunday basically is going to be more of an open course where I ask each student, if you want to join the Sunday class and you're in the intermediate level, have a topic or a question ready that, you know, for me that you want me to answer or cover. Because as we get into the intermediate stuff, it's kind of hard because once you learn the basics, you start applying the basics to different styles of music, right? If you like rock or maybe like classical music, whatever, but it all starts with the basics. So the basic courses are easy to teach because the basics are always the same. But as you start getting better, you start branching off into different areas. So it's hard for me to just hold a class and say, this is an intermediate class, because there's so many different things to cover, right? So what I did was I'm holding this intermediate class, but I'm having each student kind of, you know, let me know what exactly they want me to cover, and then I'll spend, you know, however many minutes I need to cover that topic. Okay, so same thing. The reason why this is important though is because if you're watching the YouTube video, you might be at home, you know, and then just by me saying, okay, strum along with me. C chord, F chord, C chord, F chord, C chord, F chord, and back and forth. Okay, C first. 1, 2, ready, go. Down, scratch up, scratch up, F, scratch up, scratch up, down, 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 scratch up, scratch up. And here, if we keep going, you know, these are the kinds of things that will actually help you kind of get it a little faster. Okay, or actually get it more solid, you know, than by yourself going down, scratch, up, scratch, up, down, scratch, up, scratch, up, right? There you can say, oh, I'm kind of getting it, but actually, you know, that's the way, it has to be smoother, you know, down, scratch up, down, scratch up, scratch up, down, okay? And I'm doing it, like I'm muting the string, so maybe I was doing it wrong the whole time, we don't know. Okay, so if I'm actually giving you the groove and I'm telling you play along with me, then you have to try to keep up with me, and that's a really good practice, okay? So I would like to, if you guys do have the time and you guys are interested, join the class, and I would like to try and, you know, play along with you guys or give you guys more things to work on to try to get better at whatever technique you're trying to get better at. Okay, so I will be posting more videos, and I'll be honest, completely honest with you guys, where, you know, each video I kind of cover different topics, okay? And in some topics I actually spent like 3 or 4 episodes on it, okay? So I believe this is the 56th episode, but we don't actually have 56 different topics, but close to 50, I think. Okay, so we are actually covering so many topics where I think I need to start trying to spend more time with you guys to try to master each topic instead of just throwing out more topics. And I am kind of running out of topics soon. I think I got maybe 10 more videos I can do covering different topics. But after that, I think it comes down to just getting each topic really solid. So I do believe that these online workshops will help. And I think that these online workshops are actually more efficient than the videos because, you know, people can ask questions, we can talk to each other. So if you are interested, I would say give it a try. And actually what I'm telling a lot of the students in the workshops is I'm using the YouTube videos as reference to, like, okay, so it's a beginner course. If you want to get a head start, you can go to my channel and watch episodes 1 through 8, because that's pretty much what we're going to be covering. You know, so that way now they can kind of go back, watch the videos if they want, kind of get a head start, and then, you know, then I'll actually teach them at the workshop. So if I wanted to teach, let's say, solo arrangements, I want to say episodes 19 to 22, possibly. So like, let's say I'm gonna do solo arrangements, I might kind of explain a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna kind of learn how to hold a chord and add the note and play some things. So I kind of explain it. If you wanna get a head start, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch episodes 19 to 22, something like that, or 19 to 21, something like that. And then when you go, you can watch these videos and be like, oh, okay, I see what he's gonna teach. But the part where we actually try these exercises together, I think that's where you're actually gonna get it. Like, really, not just understand it, but actually get better with your fingers. You'll get better physically, I guess. Okay, so keep that in mind. Everybody is welcome to these workshops. It's free, completely free. The last workshop we did, well, the first one went for almost 2 hours. So I just told everybody, you know, I don't really have a plan. Like, I'm not trying to make it 30 minutes or 60 minutes. I'll just go till I feel like we got enough stuff out. And if you gotta leave for some reason or something, it's not a problem. You just chime in a little bit, catch what you can, leave when you gotta leave. So yeah, I mean, it's for everybody. Even it's not just for my channel. If you wanna check it out, you know, email me. And if you have friends or family, whatever, you know, you wanna introduce them to this thing, just give them the link. Share the password, tell them join the class. Everybody is welcome, it's free. Nothing to lose but time. And I think right now, we all have so much time. Okay, so anyways, until next time, I will see you guys later. And once again, yeah, thank you for all of your support. I haven't really been paying attention to the subscribers, but yeah, someone just mentioned to me, I'm a little over, well, I should say we are a little over 900 subscribers. Maybe in a month or two, we might reach 1,000 maybe. That's a lot to me, that's really a lot. And I say we because really, I can't do this without you guys. So anyways, I will see you guys next time, and please think about it. Workshop online, Saturday 2 o'clock is the beginner thing. Sunday at 2 o'clock is the intermediate class. Come to both if you want. And if you're interested, just send me an email. I'll add you to the mailing list. Okay? All right, you guys, take care. Have a good day. I will see you later.